Welcome, one and all. You are in for a treat. Hi, guys. Welcome to the LG Life is Good podcast. I'm your host, Lana Fidal. Welcome. In this podcast, we're going to discuss a variety of topics to include education, culture, Christianity, food, the economy, health, you name it, we're going to talk about it. So if that's your vibe, go ahead and subscribe to this podcast and stay tuned. So we're currently in the month of November, and our first topic is going to cover Diabetes Awareness Month, which is observed in the month of November. Now, November is also my No November Challenge month. The No November Challenge is a challenge that I initiated years ago. It's where you say no to whatever your vice is, meaning that it's a month where you retrospect, look within, and you tackle, put an end or you stop whatever it is that you're struggling with. For example, if you're struggling to lose weight, you say no to junk food, you say no to sugar, you say no to whatever food is causing you to that's causing you to gain weight. You're going to fight your demons, so to speak. Whatever it is you're struggling with, if you're struggling with watching too much, spending too much money, you're going to curb your spending habits for the month of November. You're going to start saving. If you are smoking, you're going to try not to smoke for the month of November. You're going to try not to drink if you're an alcoholic, if you drink too much. If whatever it is you're struggling with, you're going to try to be disciplined in the month of November and try your best to be your best and improve in the area where you're slacking. Now, I know the year is almost over, and many of us might have had resolutions, health resolutions, career oriented resolutions, whatever resolution. They were to make you better, they were to accomplish certain things. And you might have fallen off the wagon and not have accomplished any of those things. If you have, kudos to you. But many of us might be struggling, especially maybe to lose weight. We've been fluctuating off and on, trying to lose weight. November is one more month before the year ends to try to get it together. I'm not saying it's going to miraculously happen. However, it is a positive step in the right direction. Baby steps in the right direction. Small steps in the right direction is progress, no matter how small. So it is an encouragement to persons to grab hold of the reins of their life not one more time, but before the year is over, and say no and take control of your life. And who knows, this might just cause you to realize that you can do this, and that if you can do it for a month, hey, I probably can do it for another month, I probably can do it for 2 months, I can probably continue it, and it can actually change your habits. It may or may not, who knows, but I believe it's a good initiation towards health and wellness. So if you're interested in joining me on the No November challenge, please say so down in the comments. If you need an accountability partner, I have volunteered to be our accountability partner to keep you accountable and remind you of your goal. And if you're feeling weak and you're feeling like giving in, I can step in and motivate you and encourage you to run that race. If you want me to be that person, I can. Okay, so please drop in the comments if you're going to hop on that challenge together with me and make some progress. And talking about the No November challenge, I saw that in light of No Diabetes Month, Awareness Month, the health community is actually saying dedicating November to No Sugar Month. So for the month of November, they're encouraging persons to avoid sugar and say no to sugar, and instead of consuming sugar, slack down on it. Probably take a substitute to sugar, such as honey, or no sugar at all in your tea or your coffee. This is a good initiation, and I would actually not mind hopping onto this, because cutting off sugar can help you lose weight, because sugar contributes towards health issues such as diabetes. And we're just gonna look at it for a bit on our very first session here. We're gonna look at the Diabetes Awareness Month. Okay, so it says here, Diabetes Awareness Month takes place every year in November. It begins on November 1st and leads up to World Diabetes Day on November 14th, the world's largest diabetes campaign. Now, we might ask, why is it celebrated? The month is celebrated to honor the birthday of Dr. Frederick Banting, who discovered insulin in 1921. It's also a time to raise awareness about diabetes, which is a chronic condition that affects millions of people worldwide. Okay, so it is to raise awareness about this chronic disease that many of us are aware of or might have in our families. People actually die from diabetes if left untreated. People can get amputated if their diabetes has gone out of control. So we have all this happening for the month of November, and I would like to delve in, a little further on this topic, and actually educate us about diabetes, because it is something that is so common, but many people remain uneducated about diabetes, right? So you might wonder what causes diabetes. Although the the cause remains unknown, it can be caused by a combination of genetic and environmental factors. And some factors that can contribute to it includes lifestyle, being overweight, like I was saying, being physically inactive, not exercising, sitting whole day, not doing any form of physical activity, having a family history of type 2 diabetes, having someone in your family having diabetes. Your diet can contribute towards being diabetic, eating a diet high in refined sugars. So that's why the No Sugar November is very crucial to diabetics. Um, Sugary drinks such as sodas, red and processed meats such as beef and you know beef and pork. These are red meats that you should be aware of. Smoking tobacco can increase the risk of type 2 diabetes by 30 to 40%. Medications, taking certain drugs such as thiazine can cause diabetes, amongst others. Hormonal changes during pregnancy can cause gestational diabetes, and that's something to look out for pregnant women. Pancreatic damage to or removal of the pancreas can cause diabetes. Autoimmune disease can cause diabetes, and insulin resistance can cause diabetes as well. We're encouraging you as well to get tested during the month of November for diabetes, as early detection can prevent certain symptoms. Regular checkups and blood tests with a healthcare provider can help detect diabetes early. So the earlier you can detect diabetes, it's a better. Prevention is always better than cure. So we're going to delve into other symptoms and other conditions of diabetes, and we're going to look at this chronic disease and its effect on the family and the human body and community on a whole. We're going to try to take a holistic approach towards this chronic disease, and hopefully at the end of it you become educated and be motivated to get tested and visit your nurse or your health provider and take care of yourself. Okay, so thank you for tuning in to today's podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something. Go ahead and comment if you learned something on this podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.